Focus. Focus on me. Pull the focus back here. Good. Welcome back to Amazingly Average, the show with advice for amazingly average authors and actors. My name is John, and today I'm going to do one of the most YouTuber-y things ever that I thought I would never sink to such a low level and do. A reaction video. More specifically, this is going to be a reaction to the first film that I ever made at the ripe age of 17. And then a few other films since then. Thankfully, I think they've gotten a little bit better with time, but that's debatable. To give some context, I threw a Christmas party. Afterwards, we had all of these balloons left over. We made this high quality production logo, but I had all these balloons left over from a Christmas party, and then decided to make a scary movie with my little brother, providing most of the voices. And he did a way more entertaining job than I did. That's Bobby's voice, and I think he was going for gosh, what was it? Like the Twilight Zone. Notice where I was writing bloody letters for slasher, and it came and I didn't space for the ER. So this is high quality.
Hey, apparently some criminal named the Popper escaped jail.
Newspaper.
The Popper? Hey, do you guys hear something? No.
Wow. This is violent.
Good boy, Fido. Go fetch, boy.
So, you can see the camera move because I must be holding the ruler in one hand and the camera in the other. Just...
Whoop. Gotta tie my shoes. Oh wait, I don't wear shoes. What?
John.
Uh-oh.
This is why I'm not a voice actor.
Hello?
I went into our laundry room and I picked up our landline and called my cell phone, and as you could tell, my breathing on the other end was so faint that you have to lean in to hear anything.
Turn around.
Just the pear knife. This is the best death in the film. Oh, that bathroom's so old.
Oh, Cindy. Oh, Ted! You look so wonderful tonight.
I'm stifling laughter. The way we did this is, I was walking with the camera down the stairs to do the creeper cam thing, and Bobby, he had to walk right behind me all the way down so you could hear the two balloons talking.
Stay away!
Oh, Coco. And that is the sound of our Prius honking as our parents get home.
Oops, drop my keys. Gotta get out of here. Wait, where did I put my keys?
Where do you put your keys, bitch? They're right in front of you. I'm not even holding a knife anymore. I'm holding a pair of scissors. My dad in the background yelling at our beagle.
Oh boy, I love toast.
What other voice can you give to that balloon?
Oh boy, I wish I had something to butter my toast with.
Oh, and the killer's gonna butter his toast with the murder weapon.
Why, thank you. Holy snot!
Ah!
Okay, at this point, I had so many balloons to pop, I could not think of any more death scenes. Bobby had to go to bed, so I had to do this all on my own downstairs. So just we give him a quick montage of
OMG! We come in peace.
His voice cracks.
We were born this way. And that's how you take care of balloons after a party.
Look at my face. I am a fetus. I am a fetus. John.
After a party. And...
Wow. Well, that was my first ever movie called The Popper. I didn't do another movie until my freshman summer semester at Penn State. None of us were actors, myself included. I was just awful. Okay, so back then, literally did not know anything about music for a scary movie. Thought that the only way to do that would be to use the Halloween theme. So, please pardon me and don't give me a copyright strike. And I'm just gonna mute this beginning part, but imagine, here, I'll dub it over for you. Silently. Bum 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 bum. Ag Leap Studios, already in production. Wow, high quality intro. Just how far would you dare to explore the unknown? ... Before it's too late. Before it's too late. Evil wanders through these halls. In quotation marks. When you're alone. Oh. Chills. Okay, improvised scene. I'm good at living, John. You just suck at basketball. Wow, what a dick. Go get what? Melissa and Alex proceeded to get a Ouija board. Wow. At least we saved some unnecessary shots. The game feels uneasy about contacting spirits.
We wanted to, like, talk to, like, dead people. Like, dead people. It's so cool, and sometimes you get these really weird, cool things happening, and it freaks you out, and it's just like, it's cool. It's just like, oh my god, you get so freaked out.
There was a loose script. You're beyond help now, ... What was all these title cards?
Alright, guys.
An actual pizza box.
Alright, okay. You gotta start off with something simple, like...
I had a little chain that was meant to hook my wallet that I got for free with a cheap pair of pants from Kohl's. There was a little chain to connect my wallet to my pants so that way it wouldn't come loose. And I wore it around my neck as a choker, apparently.
Like, is there somebody here, like a... Oh.
Oh my gosh, are we supposed to get results that fast? This is so exciting!
Guys, shut up, okay? One at a time.
Monster.
Alright, can you tell us your name? No. What do you mean, no?
I think we should stop asking questions.
What?
J. E. N.
John, you look like a raccoon.
N.
Oh.
What? I. Oh my gosh.
This is so long.
F.
It's like 12 minutes long.
E.
Oh.
Jennifer. Oh my god.
Yeah, we could spell.
Do you want to fight? I'm done with this. I'm done with this freaking shit. I can't.
Here it is. Oh, to her credit, I was like, just get possessed.
Okay, it's okay. You gotta figure out what's happening. Something happened.
Jennifer.
God bless you, Ryan.
You're not alone.
What?
Okay, that was the movie.
What just happened?
This is bad for my morale. I've got to go. No, we can't just leave her here.
Wow, wow, Amber, way to give a dick about your friend just dying in the middle of your college dorm. I think we were gonna do a scene where we just cover leaves outside, but I think we just decided not to.
We've got to get her help.
No use. There's no pulse. And if we get help, they're gonna think that we did something to her.
But why would we hurt her?
Do you think they're gonna give a damn? A bunch of students with a spirit board, some cult kind of looking incident?
Well, we gotta get a move on then.
Right.
Hey, let's go.
You're at Guys, that was really
What? No title card for the time that you actually make a lapse in time?
one pathetic excuse for hiding her body. Phil, what else are we gonna do? Guys, when they find her, we should just like make up a story for her. She went on a trip or something, or she
Alright, let's just get the hell out of here. Alright, no one breathes a word of this. Got it?
Yeah,
Okay, and... Ooh, there she is. She actually thought that we were done rolling, so that's why she went, "Yee!" at the end. And she's not behind you. This is in like a little mirror room outside of the girls' bathroom, and I definitely should not have been in there. My arms are at perfect right triangle degrees.
No, I heard she got
Just random poor guy walking into the shot. I put on the sunglasses, I think, at that point because other people walked into the hallway and were having a conversation, and I'm like, I look like a carnival character. I think Katie was another one of us who had zero experience drinking ever, but she had to be the drunk girl for this scene. So that's supposed to look like a beer, I assume, but it's actually just a can of Pepsi.
Why would I? Oh my god. Why would I get this? Oh my gosh. Why would I take this choice? Oh my god. Never taking that many shots in my life.
Oh no! Is the file corrupted? Will I not get to see the end of it? Well, unfortunately we're gonna call that a bust because I don't think I have a full uncorrupted version of that film, and my friends don't seem to have one either. Probably best lost for the sands of time. Gosh, what did I make after that? I guess the next one would be Intruder, which I made 3 years ago. You can just go to YouTube to watch that one too. It's wonderful title card made by Hunter Fisher. Tacky title card made by myself. And we shot this at her father's house, who was out of town.
Nowhere has a petri dish of mold that my dad's lab didn't have.
Okay, we filmed all of this at her dad's house, except I picked up a shot of the wind chime for artistic purposes from my parents' backyard several counties over.
Whereas the turd and I began school in Langwood, also known as Stankwood, because there's nothing to do here. He sent me snail mail?
I thought people were supposed to hate their exes.
Moving doesn't constitute.
Notice, I think almost 10 years has gone by from that first movie to this one, and my voice did not drop at all. Oh hell, my next girlfriend bakes me a cake when she dumps me. Chocolate milk.
Halloween is my Christmas.
Yeah, that light wasn't working.
What up, Delia?
For a long time, the ringtone I would use in all of my fake phone calls and Amazing Average was Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus.
You never called. Wanted to make sure you weren't lying dead in a ditch somewhere.
And you know, steering is 80% easier.
Had to work in
now
that
I don't
Scream
have to
product
hang the
placement.
grocery-
Iconic line.
What the hell, baby animals? Go eat someone else's garbage Cheetos.
Andy? Andy?
Uh-oh. Girl, that isn't Andy. My one regret with this film is that I didn't do any music. I was gonna have my brother Bobby do it, and then he was too busy. And I should go back and score this because I think it would be a fun little trip down memory lane again. But I feel like this would have been a lot more intense with music. Oh, I love Gretchen. She saved in my phone as Queen Ray. Oh, she's so good. I wish Gretchen lived in Washington because then I would have her in all of my movies still.
Hello?
Did I leave my wallet on the counter?
Turd?
I left my fare ticket in my wallet, but I don't have my
She thought
wallet.
the intruder was my character all
Why
along.
don't you look for it yourself?
Well, if I was there, then I would, genius.
Where are you?
Waiting for the bus. Randy got a flat. Every Uber on Earth is busy right now.
Okay, my voiceover acting is a little bit better in this than it was way back then, and I think this is because this is after college, when I learned how to act.
Weren't you here just a second ago?
For the love of Patsy Cline, I said goodbye to you 2 hours
For
ago.
the love of Patsy
Right.
Cline.
Dad?
He's out of town, doofus.
She took directions so well with this. She weighs her options. Do I stay or do I go and fight? Okay, I am going outside to go make out with my significant other for a brief period of time, so we shall pause and resume this momentarily. Well, that was really nice. Okay, back to Scary Movie. That wasn't supposed to happen, and I think she almost started laughing. Thank you, Gretchen, for staying in it.
Turd! I almost called the cops!
If you look at the door, you can see all these marks from where she and her siblings would measure how tall they were when they grew up.
Next time you should try Red Rum, or have you checked on the children?
What?
You call me the prankster. What's the message on the fridge? The intruder left. I'm coming back for you. This is when I moved into producing horror films rather than writing them. They would never shoot the scripts that I wrote, and the first one that they shot that I wrote was one called Drunk. Again, thank you, Hunter, for that title card. So I wrote the lyric for this, and I sang it, and then the guy's name is Dick Pringle, who wrote the guitar for it.
Periodic table balance gonna help her then, huh?
Right, that is Zach. We've done a few student films together. So this film was frustrating because backstory. The first day of filming comes along, and I get there on time. I mean, on time to set up, and none of my crew members are there and then his wife tells me that he and one of our other film partners drove all the way to another town hours away looking for their light equipment because they couldn't find it, and it turns out it was on set the entire time. They just couldn't find it because it wasn't in a pile on the floor in the middle of the garage in his mother-in-law's garage. His mother-in-law just picked it up and put it on a shelf. I'm there by myself. I can't set up at all. I have some of my equipment, so I'm just talking to my film partner's wife about her book, and then Zach shows up on set, and we're not set up at all to shoot. And by the time they come back, they don't have the equipment. We don't know yet that it's somewhere in the garage, organized. So we were so far behind that first day of filming, and then when we get to the second day of filming, it snows and it's delayed, so we can't film. So we had to postpone again. And This is so frustrating. But the good thing about that is that my shipment for the Alcoholics Anonymous medallion and for the breakaway glass, it's going to come this later, were both way late. They came 3 weeks after I ordered them, which they should have been there 4 days after I ordered them. Everything works out the way it's meant to be. Campfire look cool.
Don't just stick it right in there.
You burn the outside and then blow it off. And the inside's perfect.
More Foley. I composed all the textures for this film. That's me breathing into a microphone. I had to do a whole freaking bunch of Foley for this, because the white noise is horrible. No, I shouldn't be drinking this. And I don't know if you could tell, that was me grunting for him because the noise quality was so bad on a microphone that I had to do a lot of it myself. Oh no, he accidentally took a sip because it was in his hand. I love how, like, Jesus in the manger is in the foreground of that shot, and that's purely because it was Christmas time. Gimp suit.
I'm sorry, Gina.
I forgive you, turd.
I felt a happy
Good to drive, right?
ending to this, and I'm glad we did not use it because it was awful. We also filmed another angle of this where you actually see him choking on his own puke, and it was just way too gross. We did it where it was some wet oatmeal in his mouth. You don't need to go through and watch all the other ones because I'm in them, so ugh. Then last summer I got a grant to make a movie. It's still in consideration for festivals right now because it's still in the circuit, so I don't want to show too much of it. We're just gonna watch the part where she encounters the bad guy for the first time. You can already tell the production quality is so much better in this because I had a crew that really knew what they were doing. It was amazing. And that was intended to be a joke. Fun fact, the axe actually hit the cameraman and the camera. I really insisted on the insert shot there. This is my favorite shot of the whole thing. Just her running through the house, and that unbroken tape. Okay, the cinematographer for this is a guy named Evan Hoff, who's just so good at what he does, and he likes to do a lot of action stuff, so he's really good with moving with, like, the intensity of the shot. Well, there you have it. Well, there you have it. That was me reacting to my old films, and this summer I'm gonna be making another movie. And I was trying to move away from horror because that's all I've ever done, and I'm kind of over it right now. I'm actually, like, inspired to... I had a drama, that was one option I had, and then I have another idea for a summer romance thing, but the next film is going to be another horror one because it's what I'm good at. It's what this film community keeps bringing me back into, both as an actor and on sets. So, let's just hope that we keep making movies and they only get better and better as we go along. Till next time.